Vertigo Recovery Doctor. I'm Dr. Kevin Smith. I'm a vestibular physical therapist, and today I wanted to go over my top 9 health hacks that I've used on my wellness journey, particularly going through my chronic gut dysfunction. And I think this is going to be applicable to anybody that's going through any kind of chronic illness or chronic issue, or somebody that's just looking for wellness, trying to feel their best. So a lot of these things are going to be individualized, personalized. I'm hoping that they give you some ideas of things that you can do that sound good to you, that sounds like they would be helpful for you to improve your wellness, to improve whatever kind of chronic condition you may have, whether it's chronic vertigo, migraines, any other health issue that you might be experiencing. So I'm going to go through my top 9 health hacks, and I'm going to save the number 1 hack that has helped the most for me to the end. So stick around for that. And if you are experiencing vertigo and you haven't figured out what's going on or what's triggering it, go ahead and download my free PDF on the 5 most common causes of vertigo and how to recover from them. I'll put the link down in the notes below. All right, so going through what these health hacks are, mostly just ways to help regulate your nervous system, help detox, help you feel better. And one of those things on my list is to be in nature. So this past weekend we went to the beach. My family loves to go to the tide pools, and we spent some time there. And it's so nice to be able to relax and just kind of put your worries away, take in what God has given us, and just it's a way of kind of grounding and being present. You're listening to the sounds of the ocean. You're feeling the sand underneath your feet. It's a way of putting yourself in the present rather than being worried about the future, anxious about the past, or whatever's going on in your life. And sometimes that can be difficult to really put yourself in the present. And that's another thing that you can work through, or something that you need to address as well, as if you don't feel like you can be present. But nature is fantastic. It's really helped me just kind of center myself, feel grounded, feel stable. So the next one that has really helped me is doing red light. So red light therapy. I've had I know people who have tried it and said, well, I don't really think it does much, but there's been a lot of research that has come out looking at how it stimulates the mitochondria, how it improves mood, improves energy. I feel kind of calm and centered when I'm sitting in front of the red light. I don't know if it just helps me put me in kind of a meditative or mood, or if it just helps me feel centered. But when I'm sitting in front of the red light, it helps me feel kind of calm. And so I like it. I'd love to know if you've had experience with red light, if it's been helpful for you. But there is a lot of research coming out that's for it, which is great. Another one of these kind of techie, tools that you can get is sauna. So I do have I don't have a big sauna, but I have a sauna blanket, and I feel great after I use a sauna. So I'll sit in the sauna blanket. It doesn't get as hot as a traditional sauna, so I'm usually in there for longer, but I do get a lot of sweating done. And that helps you detox, helps release heat shock proteins that are good for you, helps improve your immune system and, just your function. And so I feel good afterwards, and even to the next day, I feel better. I've definitely noticed a difference. The sauna. Sauna has been great for me and my health. So that's something that, if you're interested in, I would encourage you to look into. Next thing that's been really helpful for me is exercise as well. So this is a hard one, especially if you have exercise intolerance, or which I've struggled with as well. it's one of the hardest ones to stay consistent with as well. Some people do great with it. I find it just, even as a physical therapist, I find it uncomfortable to, I go for runs, find it uncomfortable running. It's not necessarily a pleasant activity, but when I'm done with it, I'll have to say immediately after, I don't feel great. A lot of times I'll have a headache, or I'll just feel kind of not great. But the delayed kind of onset of after I recover, I do feel much better. Helps me with my stress, helps me with just keeping everything moving well. Helps me with my energy too. It's kind of that catch-22 is you're tired, you don't want to go for a run, but then if you do go for a run, it helps boost your energy in the long term. So exercise has definitely been helpful as well. Next on the list is therapy, seeing a therapist. I saw a therapist for 6 months, and it was really helpful for me. I never thought that I would need it, or had no idea what it was about, and for me on with my wellness, I was having a hard time recognizing how much my emotions played into my decisions throughout life, played into how I process things, played into how I react as well, and in my relationships. I always thought I was a very logical person, and I just thought, well, I'm not very emotional, and that helped me recognize that wasn't necessarily true, and kind of gave me permission and pushed into that uncomfortable feeling I get with being vulnerable and expressing my feelings as well. So it's definitely something that I've been learning, but that may not be the issue that you're having, but a lot of times there may be something in your life that's going on that you may need to talk to somebody else about, especially if you have some kind of chronic illness that is a lot to deal with, a lot to cope with. I'd highly suggest that you see somebody to help you process through those things, and help you kind of work through what's going on in your mind. There's so many. I just didn't think that somebody would be able to tell me more about myself, and that was completely not true, because I realized how much I don't know about myself, and how much it was helpful having somebody else's input, and having somebody else ask me questions, and helped me really grow as a person as well. So next on the list of things that help me are spending time with my family, spending time with friends, community. That helps me feel grounded, connected to other people. And it can be tough when you're trying to do these hacks, but you're also distracted. Like, I was playing with my kids the other day, I was sitting on the ground, but I also was feeling this pull that I wasn't doing enough. Like, there was something that I need to be doing, whether it's chores or something with my work or something. There felt like there was something I needed to do, so I wasn't completely present. And I'm really realizing how much that adds into anxiety, and just this upregulation of my nervous system of, I'm being pulled in two separate directions. I can't be completely present in what I'm supposed to be, and what I'm doing at the moment, which really just wreaks havoc on me. Feeling like there's always something else I should be doing, rather than just sitting with my kids and enjoying being present with them, which should be calming for my nervous system, should be grounding for me, and helping me to relax, and just enjoy. So that's something that I'm still working on, is being present, but spending time with my family and friends and being in community helps me stay connected to other people and feel more grounded as well, and gives me opportunity to care for other people, not just focus on my own issues as well. Next on my list is worship. So worshiping God, spending time with God. If you don't believe in God, then this may look like meditation for you. But whether it's singing songs in church, reading the Bible, or just spending time in prayer, this is somewhere where I'm able to feel a connection, feel, um, you know, remember that there's something bigger going on than just me and my issues. Um, you know, Having just this remembrance that there's God that's caring for me as well, is something that's been really helpful to my wellness journey. All right, so two more. Sleep has been hugely important, and this has been a difficult one because um, you know my wife and I, we put the kids to bed, and it's we want our time to ourselves to just kind of decompress, relax. We're fall victim to um, watching Netflix and just hitting the play button for the next show, and then we're staying up too late, and then we're not getting enough sleep, then we're tired for the next day. And but sleep is hugely important for your brain to detox, for your brain to reset for the next day. And it's a tough one once you start building habits. But when I go to bed earlier, when I get enough sleep, I feel so much better the next day. And there's that sleep that you have to pay off. It's not just you didn't sleep enough one night and then you can just catch up the next. It can take weeks to kind of catch up for if you've been chronically not sleeping enough. This is a huge one to really fast track your way to feeling better. Is focus on getting quality sleep, not waking up throughout the night, and getting enough sleep, that 7 to 9 hours a night. And the number one issue that has helped me, specifically for my gut dysfunction, is finding the root cause. And for me, it was treating the root cause of my gut dysfunction with herbs. That has been super helpful. I noticed a difference. There's that gut brain axis that your gut has an effect on your brain physiology, and likewise going the other direction. And I definitely experienced that. I know that when I feel anxious or depressed, that can definitely affect how my gut is. But even the other direction, I didn't even realize how much it was affecting my mood until I started treating the gut dysfunction, and my mood improved. I had more energy. I felt better throughout the day. I was less anxious. I wasn't having heart palpitations and all these other kind of stress and anxiety that I was experiencing throughout the day. So that helped immensely, finding the root cause and treating it. So I hope this was helpful for you. Please let me know if you've tried any of these things, or what your favorite way to help regulate your nervous system to help you feel calm and relaxed is. I'd love to hear that in the comments below. And if you've tried any of these things, whether it worked or not, I'd like to know. Reach out to me. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I hope that you are continuing to progress on your wellness journey. All right, thanks for watching.